Hi,
Hi.
everyone.
Hi, how's it going?
This is Sydney,
This is Richard.
and today we are going to review this beer by Rare Barrel. It's called Sourtooth Tiger.
Sourtooth
Oh,
Tiger.
I'm sorry, Sourtooth Tiger.
It's a joke.
It's it's a good joke, good pun. Sourtooth Tiger, and it says it's a golden sour beer aged in oak barrels with ginger. It's kind of got a cool tiger on it. So yeah, so can you tell me about Rare Barrel?
Yeah, so Rare Barrel is a place in Berkeley, California. We actually have this bottle because Sydney and I were visiting her family in the Bay Area. This
Bay Area.
little shout out, I guess. We were in the Bay Area visiting her family for the holidays, and so I took her dad out for a bro date. We went to Rare Barrel and the Torpedo Room, and we picked up some cool stuff. So, Rare Barrel is a new place in Berkeley that only does barrel-aged sour beers.
I love barrel aged anything.
I know, so hopefully this will be right up your alley. You also like sours.
Yeah.
Every beer they make has at least one type of bacteria and at least one yeast. This one, I looked it up, has, I think, 2 types of bacteria and 5 types of yeast or something. It's pretty crazy. You may have heard that some beers are ales, some beers are lagers, depending on the yeast that they use. Rare Barrel uses a type of yeast called Brettanomyces. That's neither of those, so it's not an ale or a lager. It's just its own thing.
That's interesting.
They usually call it wild yeast, but Brettanomyces isn't any more wild than normal ale yeast. Every beer that Rare Barrel makes is aged for 6 to 36 months.
Whoa.
So
it's really aged in there.
yeah, they take their time.
Wow.
They actually were founded in February 2013. They didn't serve their first beer until December.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time. I guess that really shows that they're like very craft and they're like are super like thinking about their beer, really want to be like this barrel aged company.
Oh, absolutely.
It wasn't like opening day, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, they even still consider it an experiment. They're still working on developing what a sour should be. It's not like a finished product at this point.
Huh.
We talk about breweries a lot, but the Rare Barrel is technically not a brewery because they do not make the beer.
What?
They contract out to local places to make the wort, and then they ship that to Rare Barrel, who ferments it.
What's wort?
Wort is the beer before anything has been added to it to ferment it. So it's just basically sugary water from the barley.
It sounds gross.
It's actually pretty delicious.
No.
It's like malty and sweet, and if you ever get a chance to taste wort, I'd say go for it.
Mm.
But that's just sent straight from the place that actually makes the beer to Rare Barrel, who will ferment it, age it, blend it. They do a lot of blending.
So they're getting the wort, and then
Yeah.
they're just putting it in barrels and letting it ferment and doing their own, like, flavoring process or whatever?
Right.
Whoa. That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of cool that you can just, like, cut out that long, huge,
Yeah, absolutely.
tedious step.
Yeah.
Props.
I mean, it's their recipes, but they just were smart enough to make someone else do it for them.
Awesome. Okay. So
shall we taste?
yeah. Let's go for it. I never know how to open these things.
You got it.
Boom. Okay. Ooh, it smells like my kombucha that I make.
It does. It smells a lot like kombucha.
I make kombucha, and this is like, oh, I should pour this. Can you tell me like how to properly pour beer? Because I feel like I'm just
Sure. So you want to start with the glass sideways, pouring into the wall, and then you can slowly pour it upright.
I'm gonna need more, so don't take it all.
There's plenty.
Because
big
I
bottle.
was just like, brum, brum, brum.
Although the head dissipated quite quickly.
I did.
It's a very beautiful color.
Yeah, it's kind of... It looks kind of like a dark, classy lemonade. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, sometimes you get lemonades and, like cheap
artisanal
ones.
Meyer
Yeah, exactly.
lemon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Definitely smells kind of funky.
It does. And it definitely smells sour.
Yeah.
It smells pretty funky.
Yeah. Some wood, too.
Okay. One taste?
Yeah, let's try it.
Whoa. That's sour.
Mm-hmm.
That's hella sour.
That's very sour. Very dry. It's like drinking sand.
Yeah. Super dry. Not a whole lot of carbonation.
Mm-mm.
Like, it's not flat, but it's,
Yeah.
sometimes carbonation, like, lingers in my mouth, and, like, I feel it all the way down my tongue and throat, but...
It's like if you had opened a 2-liter of soda the night before, and now you're having it for lunch the next day, so it's like, still has some of the carbonation, but it's not a lot.
This kind of, for kombucha drinkers, this kind of tastes like you have a glass of kombucha, and then you, like, squeeze some more lemon into it before you drink it.
Mm. Yeah, it definitely has a lot of lemon to it.
I know, like, before we started filming, you were saying people online felt like there was a lot of ginger in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really picking up that much ginger. Are you?
I can feel the ginger bite, I feel. But I don't really taste ginger in this.
I guess, like, because I have that thought of people saying it tastes like ginger, I could see where it tastes like ginger, but that wouldn't have been... If you hadn't told me that before, I wouldn't have ever thought that.
If you didn't tell me what this was made with, I would have assumed it was made with lemons.
Yeah, but I do like sours. I always surprise myself because I usually like really dark, heavy beers.
Mm-hmm.
And Richard is always like making fun of me for not really having other beer taste or for liking the strong stuff. But I do like sours, and usually when I drink beer, I drink things kind of fast, not because I'm like trying to chug, but I just am a fast drinker. But sours really make me like slow down.
Mm.
And I always...
Kind of savor it.
Yeah, so, like, I totally... Like, this is one, like, I could see during the summer, like, at a barbecue or something, and, like, you know, drinking really slow. And, like, a good social one for me where I'm gonna sip on it for a while.
This would be a really good barbecue beer.
Yeah. It's super, like, springtime, summertime, I feel.
Yeah, and that acid would really cut through a greasy burger or something like that.
Ooh. Yes. That would be really good.
So there's our tip.
Yeah. This would probably be good with a burger. The greasier, the better.
Mm-hmm.
And just for anyone who's interested, I'm always interested in the ABV, alcohol by volume.
Good information.
Yeah, so that's basically just saying how strong it is, right?
Yeah, how much alcohol there is.
By volume.
By volume, yeah.
So, this one is 5.7, so that's like a standard beer, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm someone who really likes high alcohol by volume.
Mm-hmm.
But this is... I never drink anything less than 5, is usually what I say.
She used to not drink anything less than 7, so we're making progress.
Yeah, I will make an exception for a sour.
It's actually harder to get a high alcohol sour beer because the acids are created from the alcohol.
Oh, so it's like... Oh.
Yeah, the yeast makes alcohol, bacteria turns the alcohol into sour, like acids.
Oh, interesting. So there's less... Okay, so there's less alcohol in sours.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
That's why kombucha doesn't have much alcohol, even though it's made with yeast.
Thank you for relating that to my kombucha making terms. Mm-hmm. That's really helpful.
This actually does taste quite a bit like a kombucha.
It really does.
In a good way. It tastes like a really good kombucha. For
anyone that's a kombucha drinker, you would probably see where we're going with this. So, it really does taste like it. So, what would you rate it? Out of 5.
guess I'd give it 3 stars.
3?
Yeah.
I totally give it a 4. But Richard, you don't really like sours that much.
Not as much as you, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm definitely...
I'm cool with sours, but it's not like my thing.
So he's chill with it. So a 3 is like, that's really good for you. Like, that's like, you'll totally drink it.
And I do want to say, I had a couple beers at the Rare Barrel itself, and I felt like those were very sour, like almost not drinkable. They're so sour, and I don't know if it's because just this is a different type of beer than I had there, or if it's maybe warmer, and that makes it easier, but definitely this is a lot more drinkable. I was pleasantly surprised by this one. It's very good.
Yeah. So Rare Barrel, that's a really good compliment from him, considering he doesn't love sours. I really like sours. I think this is really good. I would totally give this, like, a 4 easy. I don't know. I'm not really analyzing too much on a scale of 1 to 5, but this would totally be a 4. I definitely love that it's a local Bay Area company. I'm definitely a Bay Area, Oakland girl, so that's really awesome, and I will always support the Bay.
Yeah, local pride.
Local pride. So thank you for joining us. We are excited for our new project. We're just getting started on our beer reviews, so if you have suggestions for us, let us know. We, kind of have some things that we're interested in trying, but we also want to expand our beer knowledge and brewery knowledge. And
absolutely.
So leave comments, subscribe, and then look forward to our videos on Thursday. We're going to release them on Thirsty Thursdays. That seems appropriate. So, yeah.
See you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday.